Hi YouTube, welcome. This is day 16, and as for today, how I feel okay. I mean, I don't feel nauseous, I don't feel sick, I'm not getting any headaches or anything like that. I feel pretty empty, especially since after I went and got the colonic done. So I feel fine. The only thing is that I find myself just laying in the bed, sleeping, relaxing throughout the day. Again, I still really don't want to do much of anything. I notice, however, that when I do move around and I do get out, I do feel pretty good. It's just, making myself, actually move. But I do have a lifestyle where I try to have it to where I have no choice, but I have to, get out of the house at least once a week or a little bit more. So that seems to be really good. I'm tired of water. I'm tired of drinking water. I feel like I'm drinking less water than I used to at the start of the fast. I'm craving, or I can't say craving because I'm really not hungry, but I find myself thinking about certain foods. The good thing is that I'm thinking about healthy foods to eat, which is pretty good. And let me see, that's about it. I did want to talk today about ketone strips. These are ketone strips, and what they do is they measure the amount of ketones that's in your system, and it's actually the amount of ketones that's in your urine. So if you want to know like how quickly your body is actually eating the fat off your body, you can use ketone test strips to find that out. And basically it gives you a reading from negative, you have negative ketones in your urine, you have a small trace amount, you have a little bit more than trace, you have moderate, and then you have large. I don't know if you can see that, but you see it gives you the ability to test it. So for me, well, basically what you do is it comes about 50 strips in a container. They're really cheap. I think I paid like $9 for this, maybe less, from Walgreens. And they come like this, and they have a little like pad on the tip of the strip. Can you see that? So what you do is the instructions for it, it basically says, firmly hold end furthest away from test pad, pass test pad through urine stream. After 15 seconds, match test pad to the color chart shown below for results. So after you pass it through your urine, you can actually, the test is basically on point to the T. Like, you won't have any problems determining which color you're at. Basically what I do is when I test my ketones, I just put the test pad right there, like next to the color, to see where it's actually matching up at. And I get a clear reading every time. Now, when I noticed like last week and stuff, when I was complaining about the amount of weight that I was losing, this would test at moderate. This morning I noticed I lost a little bit more weight, and it tests at large. Also in the beginning of my fast, it tests at large. So that means that yesterday or today I'm actually burning a little bit more fat than I was last week. So Auntie might have been right about that colonic thing. It might have helped to boost my weight loss. I'm not going to jinx it or say, yeah, I'm going to start losing more weight now. But I will say that doing the colonic yesterday somehow helped with today's weight loss. So I don't know how it's going to do moving forward, but we shall see. But this is a little handy a nice handy item to have. People that are on the Atkins diet, they use this also, you know, low carb diets, because they usually, people on low carb diets or Atkins diets, they go into to ketosis as well. So they use this to test to see if they're really actually burning the fat. So that's really good. Let me see if there's anything else that I wanted to talk about. Ah, yeah, there is. There's one more thing. I wanted to talk about people around you that may sabotage you, because I know I've spoken about before you being a self-sabotager and sabotaging yourself, and you know, not really wanting yourself to lose weight and stuff like that. Sometimes when you're on a diet or you're doing something like this for yourself and change is required or change will happen, there are people around you that will try to sabotage your efforts. And I want you to know, you should never like really take it personally, because like you, when you're sabotaging yourself, or when you're not completing something, or when you stop your diet for one reason or another, sometimes you don't realize that you're sabotaging yourself. You're doing it out of fear and internal issues that's going on inside of you, and for one reason or another, you sabotage your efforts. That is the same for the people around you. I mean, most people, now I'm just saying most. There are some people. There is always an exception to the rule, where your family members, be it your parents or your significant other, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, may sabotage you on purpose, because they just don't want you to lose weight. They don't want you to continue the fast, or they don't want you to continue the diet. But there are people out there, people that genuinely love you, that don't know that they're actually sabotaging your efforts. And they feel inside, in some way, they feel threatened by change. You know, just like you, how you know, when you see yourself getting down to a certain weight, or you see that you're making it, you know, fear creeps in, and you feel scared of change. These loved ones feel scared of change too. I mean, they realize that you losing weight, you eating differently, is in some way going to disrupt their relationship with you. It's going to change you. In their eyes, they don't know exactly how it's going to change you, but it's going to make you a different person. You may not be the same person that you used to be. And, you know, a lot of people are scared of change. So I wouldn't take it personal. I wouldn't take it personal about them, you know, about if you see some family member making your favorite meal while you're fasting, or your favorite treat while you're fasting, or while you're on a diet, you know, trying to tempt you in some way, shape, or form. And I mean, how I would handle it at first is I would actually sit that loved one down and express to them how you feel about your fasting or your diet, and tell them how important it is to you to stick to it, and bring it to their attention as far as what they're actually doing to you, and that they are tempting you, and they're making you, you know, feel like they're just making it harder for you to stay on track. And you know, if this person really genuinely cares about you, they'll understand, and they'll stop, and they'll lay off, and or they might say, oh my God, you know, I didn't realize that I was doing this, and they'll stop doing what they're doing to tempt you. In other cases, you may sit somebody down, your loved one, or you know, someone that's close to you that seems to be sabotaging you, and you may tell them about how you feel about your plans, and it may not change anything. They may still, you know, persist, and may continue to be stubborn about it, and they may not stop. And in that case, I would definitely urge you to just ignore them and keep on your plan. Keep doing what you need to do for yourself. You know, like I keep saying, you know, it's all up to you. You have to decide what is most important in your life, and you have to just kind of ignore it. And eventually, I bet you, when they see that they're not getting through, that they'll stop. And this advice that I'm giving you is, I'm giving you this advice because I've been through it before. And I've had people in my life that I truly love, and I know they truly love me, and they have tried to sabotage my efforts. So I know how it feels. And in my instance, and in my case, these what I'm telling you usually works. So I hope that helped. And guys, I will see you tomorrow on day 17. Bye.